So we have this Somali fraud going on in Minneapolis, Minnesota area, but there's even more areas in Minnesota doing it, but that's been a major focus. And you got this um Angel Care Learning Center that has been in the focus, and where now they have their manager on screen saying how they've been broken into because he's called by the owner saying this happened, but what's being pointed out with glasses. But this video not only points that out, it points out when it has that Somali woman go in front of the camera and she accidentally reads her notes, which says that fraud is bad, and she covers her mouth and goes. But then it also shows that the white liberal woman who comes up after does the same thing, but she says it twice and kind of catches herself. So they're not sending their best people if they're trying to cover this up, because that is very damning, if you ask me, that the fact that they just realized they said there is fraud and they're trying to say that there's not. They can't even keep their story straight. So watch this and see what it has to say.
The Somali community has decided to respond to the American public learning about their massive fraud schemes that total in the billions of dollars by holding a press conference where we're supposed to feel bad for them. But here's the thing. It didn't go as planned. The entire thing was a massive backfire, starting with this clip of a mother who stands there and says the truth instead of lying, and then has a literal heart attack on stage. Here we go.
If childcare is cut, I'm unable to work or go to school. I understand fraud is bad.
This is how endemic fraud is in the Somali community. You can't just say fraud is bad. She looked like she'd seen a ghost. She looks like she was about to be excommunicated for simply saying fraud is bad. And then everybody claps, and all the liberal white ladies clapping. And by the way, those liberal white ladies, they're daycare workers. One of them hopped up on the mic and did the exact same thing. Here we go.
And I do see some signs over here that say stop fraud, and I agree, stop it. There are wait lists for these programs that are years long. There is fraud,
Yeah, when Trump said they're not sending their best, this is what he's talking about. But it gets even more unbelievable. Somali fraud daycare owner hopped up on stage and decided to announce that his daycare had been broken into, and guess what the burglars stole? All of his employment records and all of the records of the children getting checked in. Those would, of course, be the records that the feds would use to put him in prison. And while he's sitting there sobbing, trying to make you feel sorry for him, people on the internet notice that he's wearing a $3,000 pair of glasses, designer glasses, some of the most expensive glasses you can buy. These glasses are like $50, by the way. I wouldn't even know what to do with a $3,000 pair of glasses, but this Somali scammer is literally wearing glasses more expensive than maybe your car, certainly more expensive than my first car. So, yeah, I don't feel bad. And I won't feel bad when they're denaturalized and deported, which is exactly what needs to happen.